great. It's not done the half in the water or on like a rock somewhere.
That's so rough.
It's a bit of a git, isn't it? Or like on the bridge where there's land below it as well. There's a lot of those ends just like, thank you, game. That's a kindness. Yeah. Oh, the RNG gods are being cruel, but you know, down the line, you know, you know how certain games on their trailers they buy the rights to certain songs, right? So you had, I think it was for the Battlefield release, it was the White Stripes, right? That was quite a cool thing for the trailer. I want the Top Gun song for when they're flying on this.
Wow.
I went to Danger Zone. How amazing would that be?
Oh, just flying over and dropping, be like, get out, lads, enjoy yourself.
I'd have a great time. I want that to happen. If I could find out how much that would cost to get it done.
Stick that in.
Yeah, that would be my fee for casting the rest of PUBG for its entire life. Just put that in. I shouldn't say that, because I'll be very poor. But let's look over. We've got 30 seconds remaining. Again, certain players starting to step ahead, break out. They've got to be feeling comfortable now. Another element that we've not discussed that much is you're starting to feel less pressure. Your heart's still going to be racing. You're still going to be sweating bullets at this. Like, I do it when I sit at home and I'm playing against absolute scrub lords.
The heart is insane.
But imagine if we got the heart rate monitors on a couple of players here. I think there'd be a couple of health concerns.
I'd be worried.
I was like, please don't stop. Please don't stop. Hope they just fall off or something. But no, this is one of the games that just gets it going. But the players will start to feel out the environment. They'll start to calm down a little. They'll be making the right choices. But it is about to be go time. To the plane they go, onto the EasyJet. Flight from hell and land on the island and just see how well they can do.
Gunship has left the tarmac and we are coming in from an easterly direction, moving over Lipovka. And that, once again, Pansy, it's going to be a central flight path. So diving straight over, we're going to see Lipovka, we're going to see shelter and everywhere around it, especially down at prison. We've got school in play, we've got the apartments, Pachinki smack bang over Pachinki. Will we see a King Rise? Or will we see a cheeky Assassin's Creed? Gatka's a possibility. A long flight over to Georgian Hospital. Quarry also. But the main thing is, it gives easy access. Very, very easy access down to Millis. If someone gets a bike, they can just get the hell out.
Early eyes on the road from Milta and the kind of edge of the bridge on the east side.
A lot of people going north.
Yeah, it's because they like Rozhok. You can do the extremity again. Zaki, George. You've got a lot of options. Oshi7, having a look towards Milta Power. God, Daz actually has he got the entirety of Lipovka to himself?
Yes.
That's one of those real touches that you don't often get. You're like, how the hell have I managed this? But there's several opportunities here to get to the military island, not only from the east bridge, but the west as well. So let's keep our eyes on where people land and how they do. Got a little bit of boat play coming in. Are you going to the spawn island?
He's going to the island again.
Off to the spawn.
Now,
it's actually fine. We've got to see where the
him last time, though.
No, it didn't. No, it's because you're going to fight with Ninja, all right? Like,
yeah.
Like, let's...
Okay, I'll give you...
I'm going to talk about the strengths of this very quickly. And if you haven't done this before, you'll find out, like, the benefits and the negatives. One, you're banking on a lot of RNG elements. So you're not playing a safe game, even though he likes to play a safe game. He said he plays quite a passive game. The fact is you're depending, one, on a boat. If the boat's not there, you have very low tier loot. If you get a boat, okay. When you come back, you're still banking on a car. And the circle being favourable.
Jared's dead from falling! Again!
Get off the bikes!
Why?
How have you done that, Jared?
What?
How and why have you done this to us?
What is this madness?
Please, can we all press F in chat to remember the man before he fell? And what a horrific beginning, as we've got a nice little beep, beep, jeep, jeep play.
Doot, Mr. Dacia.
That's not Mr. Dacia.
It's UAS, I know, but it's the meme.
I'm only talking memes. I have nothing else.
My wife's actually started, literally, like, she'll talk to me and I'll send her a text and it's like, you physically communicate. Oh, millisecond.
And Cat, look at Cat's position. He went, so there was a lot of opportunity to go to the military island, right? They could have headed south. They could have gone for it, boats, cars, whatever. He went there and he's won it out so far. This is sick. I love this. The bridges are going to be absolutely sick.
Yes.
I want to see players on top of the bridge. I want players smeared everywhere. And the players in the north are going to get screwed. And let's see where that crunch happens. It's right on Pachinki. It's right near farm. This game, this circle, I am very happy with.
Well, Interrogate needs to be careful because there is one person moving into his compound just to his north, and he won't have a clue as well. This one player we did say, Cat, just chilling over here on Rust. Hopefully get geared up. Just chilling. You know, up here you can always find yourself a sniper. You can always get yourself an 8x. but he's got to be quick because a lot of people...
Oh no, Lex just killed Anger. He's just taken down his teammate. A knife in the back. See you later, Anger.
Rip.
The mythic boys are turning on each other already. There he is. Just running through his corpse like, lovely, lovely loot.
I know you have no loot, so I'm just leaving it alone.
But okay, so the thing we can talk about with Cat is he can loot here quite safely till about, I'd say, a minute from now, maybe 2 minutes, because people start moving on it. Oh, and there's his normal teammate, so Syndicate, taken out. So a player who did quite well, who could have done with maybe finishing within the top 20, has been taken out early. Down to 71 here. You're going to see players now start considering the circle and their route back into it. This is the era I was discussing, near farm, near that sort of play. This can become very busy. Schools kicking off, rolls
already.
But yeah, they're starting to look towards the bridge. I hope we keep tabs on the bridge. I love a good bridge play. Can't get enough of it, so we're going to see that now.
Bigger question, in solos, is there any point in even camping on the opposing side to get the kills? In a team,
if you're smart, yes. If you're smart, right? You don't want to take shots early because you don't want to be committing yourself to the bridge. But if you get over, let's say you take it from about a 100-meter to a 50-meter shot when you're very close by and the looting's very quick and easy, then fine, go for it. I do not mind that at all. But I don't think people are going to go for it. It's very risky and it's open. Go on, do it. Stop that buggy now. There's a lot of viable options here, all the houses around the side.
Yeah.
I was going to say that Cat probably in a minute or two should head south, claim one of those houses. And Ollie, I'm wondering what guns he's got, because I only saw a pistol then. So again, he might be under-geared. He might have to take a risk and go for something on this point. He's crossing near the Novo Bridge. Not so populated just yet. It's got that nice town to work through. Nice, depends on which side of it you're on, I guess. But here's the crunch. You can see it happening here. Drop coming in towards the middle. A couple of players going towards that. A couple of players with eyes on it. And a little bit of play already happening over by the bridge.
Yeah, it's already getting tanked
Helmet
up.
as well, gone.
One player will come across. He's probably going to take pop shots as well. No, is he? No. So he's going to hold off, which is fine because that stops him. The player in front of him knowing exactly where he is. So he's going to jump on this bike. Hopefully not die, like we have seen in a previous session. Is that? Is
Ollie's looting. He should be. He's only got a pistol.
Look, there's been no point in doing. That's what I thought. He's got a pistol. There's no point in camping with a pistol unless you have.
Ollie might land the shot
of steel.
All right. So Spy's going to head off. Again, this road's still got a couple of huts on it. You can hear Ollie letting shots fly as well. He's had a little look. He's definitely spotted them out here, so he knows what's happening, but he's got such bad loot. Decent armor. He's still level 2'd up, level 1 backpack, but that's fine for him. He just needs a damn gun. Break. Managed to find Steve-O, so that's going to be happening in the background.
Micro Uzi. Get meme, son.
Oh, dear. You hate to see it.
You just hear it in the noise like, yes, instant death is coming my way.
Yeah.
100%. The big question is, has Hunk got a hold of the crate? Because he's right next to it, and he was all alone. I expected a bit more of a crunch coming on that crate because there were so many people surrounding that area, but it only looks like one person has it. So if we get Crunch's POV, we'll see. Oh, your favorite weapon. Look at that.
I do like the MK14.
And he's camping
and he's
the
a
box.
bush Wookiee.
He's camping the box. He's hoping someone else goes for it.
Can you make a noise like a Wookiee? You can, you don't want to do it, you're nervous.
Yeah, I can. I'm debating whether I should.
Maybe not now. If you get to kill, you have to do it. You have to let the cry go free.
It's not even a cry, it's more like a, I don't know.
Oh, you're tempted again, weren't you?
Some animal been stood on.
All right, we'll come back to that. But yeah, he's got the ghillie suit, which plays in pretty well, actually, at this point. You can't replay the rocks as diligently as you like.
Bye.
Actually, not a bad approach. You don't die doing it, so you get into the water, you can swim across the rest, you don't take that end fight. And also, how dare you do that to Mr. Dacia?
We'll see a quick swimmer then. VSS, shotgun in hand, making his way over to the island on military, so he does have plenty of time. But when he lands on the shores, unfortunately, his is also going to be there. One car will be coming across on his bridge as well.
A lot of players moving to this island very early. There's still a lot of room in the north here that they could play from. It will end up being on this side.
It. He's going to put the car there.
Oh, hotted, no. The awkward switch, though, from Solid FPS. He should get that kill. He has the better ground. He heard the steps. He got the angle. He's got the kill. Good work from the Cloud9 player there, who's currently, I think, well within that top 10 Solid FPS. He's one of the better players at that point. But he's still in towards the north, so he's in a decent spot from me, or at least in my eyes. I think he's pretty well set. He's on the plateau just above, well, I guess kind of near Pachinki side. As you can see him there is the plateau between Pachinki and, well, Shelter, I guess. But yeah, fight going down on the beach here.
And, he's got the car cover, but I'll tell you what, he's getting dinked up hardly. Panda's taking it to him. You can shoot below that, so you've got to be careful. He's going to try and get the headshot, but, so he doesn't see below it.
No, he forgot to reload. Panda is... Well, there's no other way than putting it. Kind of shitting the bed at this point, but he's going to put the nade out and hope for the best, but the nade's coming back in as well. You've got to move, Dingus can't. What? How has that not killed him? He's still standing. The nade didn't land. The bullets under the... This is surely what is going on. How are they not killing each other here?
He's going to go for another grenade. Where is it? Find it. Find it. Oh, no. No, he doesn't. He manages to at least edge him out. That's insane. How did he get the kill? That's actually insane. And then all of a sudden another player just walks in. Okay, boys, you've had your fight now.
I'll have a bit.
I'll have a bit. I'll take your cops easily.
Bloody hell.
He's just sat there this entire time. God, I hate that when someone just sits. I'll wait until this fight's over, and then more than. See, he baited him. If you watch here, so he baits him, backs off.
Ugh.
Oh, so
someone else got Panda.
Panda wiped both of them.
Yeah, Panda killed Panda. Panda on Panda action, guys.
He's sneaky Panda. Stealing
Sneaky
away.
Panda. All right, let's have a little look who's left towards the north here. We've got Serenity up there, Flom's up there, solid FPS.
This is interesting.
Battles on the south, yeah. The battle always going down on those rocks is always awkward. Just you get the mountain goats just climbing around, you know what I mean? Drifter here, gonna be looking for a fight. This is third person in his prime as well. He pretty got on full auto, waiting for someone to commit around the corner and you get the angle. There's no real reason to be pushing or any encouragement. The fact is you just want to get the kill. You want to have this. Because then they're still in the north, bearing in mind. Drifter's still up north on the other side of the island. He's not gone down to the Millie Island, so that's going to be in the back of his mind. He's got to swim soon. He's going to make the move, all of that jazz. And he's just going to wait it out. Wait to hear some steps. Only level 1 as well. Helmet, that is.
And they're just trying to feel each other out. See who's going to make the first push. Honestly, this is when he kind of gets a little bit of a nuisance because you don't want to die, you know, especially so early on. We're still in the top 60. But you also, now he turns around, so he knows someone's coming up behind him. Now he's just shown himself a little bit, so now he's caught a glimpse of where he is.
Yeah, but he's worried about that car around the back. And Cake, is that Cake moving in? If it's Cake, I'd like to see Cake.
Do you have it?
We all
M24.
want Cake.
Where
Cake,
is
don't
your
you
scope?
dare be a lie. Don't you dare. It is Cake, there it is. The MVP of just defeating anyone who's bad with Car 98s. I appreciate that, all right? Hayes has absolute garbo loot, but he has got himself an AKM now, which is nice.
I like how he's pre-packing for the sniper as well. You got the flash hider in there, you got the cheek pad, so as soon as he finds anything, an SKS or a Car 98, he's laughing, he's going to get that loaded. The question is, did he have a scope? I didn't actually see if he had a 4x or anything in there. I mean, you can shoot with an iron sight, but my God, it's an appalling situation to try and do so if you're trying to get a kill from it. Oh look, these two are still doing nothing. Let's move on from these guys. They're going to be here for a while. We'll try and find someone else who's actually got an engagement. Let's take a look at the map.
What game mode I prefer. You know, out of all the perspectives, there's one that I just like a little more than the other. There are benefits to both, all right? He's been spotted. Drifter needs to be careful. He's kind of like,
I don't think he knows where he is.
He's exposed this complete northern side. Oh, lordy.
Hello.
Oh, no, he's gone to this spawn island player. He's halfway back. So he's medding to save his damn life right now. He's going through it all. I don't know how much meds he has. I haven't seen his full intro. Stop, look. Can we not look at these guys? Just to punish them. I want to punish them for playing like this. How dare they? And they've literally just traded positions. Oh, sweet mother of God.
Give us the map. We'll take the map. Oh, well, yes. Give us the map. Come on. They're not going to do anything else. Oh,
no,
so
Drifter actually might be able to get around.
LG on LG. We'll just see J2P take out his teammate Chips. Shaka on Moosog as well.
They actually might get a kill now if they move. Drifter's going to be making the move. If he checks to his right, he will probably see the player. I might have caught a glimpse on the broken wall here. Wall fights are so awkward. There it is. Finally, Drifter gets a kill. He went on the long way around. He does win that fight. I just saw Moondie just flop away.
Hello.
But yeah, the loot's all his. It's not great loot, to be fair.
The bigger question is, when you go in here, you now have to ask yourself, was it worth it? Yeah. And I don't think that was.
He's got a level 2 helmet that he should pick up. Please, Drifter.
Come on, man. He did a video on helmets. Come on. Take a word of your own advice, pal.
See, these are the mistakes that happen in these environments, right? Like, at the end of the day, you make mistakes, you forget things, you kind of lose out on some of the stuff that you do by second nature normally. This is a big difference here. Again, we'll see how this plans out. You're going to see the crunch coming in towards the northern side of this, the military island. I will always call it Millie. I know that upsets some people, but Lex and Flom having a fight. That's the teammates kicking off against each other, and they're not in the safe zone either. They're still in the north, so that could be a fun one to keep eyes on in the future. And this is the replay of the people who love third person, just as much as me. And again, just again and again, I'd love to have a glimpse towards Flom and Lex if they're still fighting it out, because they're going to be very close and they both have that horrible opportunity now to work their way back in. I doubt these two are going to have much of a fight here.
No, they're going to stay passive for a while.
Yeah, exactly. So if we could see them, I don't know if they're even still alive. We're going to be seeing, that's Lex, so maybe he's won the fight, and that's Flom. Here we go, teammates against teammates.
YOLO. Grenade.
Which CS player is better, but how many nades have fallen back on you? He's got the UMP close range. He's running on this one. He wants to fight. He's aggressive. Vector against UMP. The pan comes in. There it is. Lex dominates his teammate Flom. The aggressive player, and I love it.
Amazing.
That's what you want to see. That's what I like in these CS players. They will take those fights. They will charge. They want that Pika's advantage, a theory, an application of how you play mechanically in games that works out. But how's Hollywood been getting on? We're down to 56 now. He was suffering. He had very low tier loot, but oh, he spotted something. The mountain kicks in. It's like in Skyrim, if you just spam jump on the horse, it just takes you to mythical places. Hollywood is doing the same. Oh.
If we go back to Flex for a second, when you were talking, when you were on about it, Lauren.
Wait. No. How much HP? Did you not lose HP?
Did not take any. That's going to hurt. Excuse me.
Ollie, how are you? He's a
man of steel.
He's a wizard, Harry.
Just really quickly about Flex, though, with that initial grenade onto Flom, it does scare you. It does worry you. When that grenade comes in, you're like, oh, crap. What do I do next? But I loved it. Throw the grenade in, then following it up with a charge, hard scope in, wait for the person to kind of scare themselves. Fair enough. Both players took a hell of a lot of damage. I think it's a kill coming in from elsewhere as well across the map, I believe.
It's just real slow-mo. It's like the Baywatch run, you know what I mean? Just, woof. There's Hollywood. So he's got himself the Groza now. So he's gone from 0 to hero at this point. He's in a nice position, but there's another player up on this hill. It's Oshi7, and he's got the high ground. He could completely destroy Ollie if he spots him out at the right time. But I don't know if he knows he's there.
He has to kill him because this is a scenario.
Oh, God, don't drop down that side, please, Oshi.
This is a scenario like Cake. Because of the gun that Ollie's got, if he turns around with that Groza...
You don't win that fight at that range.
You shouldn't do, but if he potatoes it, there's a chance.
There's not having it.
No.
I'm not a believer.
I didn't realise he was that far down. He's out
look at Oshi's having to do the same thing here. Again, maybe not liking it, maybe not fancying the odds, maybe just feeling uncomfortable in how it's playing out, but he might spot Ollie. That's the thing. For a player who comes from Armor and DayZ, the mechanic of using the third-person camera to always look around, basically holding down like Alt and looking around you, that is something you need to be doing. So Break in the meantime is taking down Vicstar, but going back that you need to be hyper aware of this. You used to have the shortcut on like KP 3, 9, 7, and 1 to be able to do those looks to the specific positions. He should be doing that more. He should be looking over, especially at the drop. You should always be aware in this game. Like how many times you're just like, I wish I was a little bit more focused on that 1 second. Those are the moments you win and lose games.
Cross level 3, level 2, level 2. Pretty tanked up. We got an M4 and we got an ump as well. Move across to Evermore. The Evermore, I want to say, very strange player, but you know what? It has been, these tactics, these different tactics have played out for him. This time round, he's staying alive. He's moving on into the circle now. It's time to get your foot on the ground, which is what he wants to do. But using this boat, he's going to get it at the back and then work his way in. Scoom does have to get tanked up. He's going to throw some Red Bull down his neck and try and stay alive. Molman's out, unfortunately, in the ocean, in no man's land, so you got to hope to high hell that he does have a lot of meds to get him through, to get him stimmed up. Scoom on the outskirts can make his way in, but unfortunately there are a lot of people between him and that circle, so he needs to be careful, but he does have a silence. He doesn't, excuse me, this is going to be Brick. Silenced SKS. Look. Silenced Doozy as well.
And he's in the blue. We know he loves this play.
He enjoys it, doesn't
he? And hopefully, you know, Vicstar doesn't just write a nice little diss track on him after he got that kill. It's all good, though. He's going to be working his way in eventually. Again, I'm not too worried about Break. He's got good management, but the problem is there's a lot of players in that area still who could just ruin his plan, right? We still have the fight going down the bridge here. Serenity and Killer Kapowski are going to have a little battle if they do commit to that sort of peak. But you're seeing everything now. And Evermore as well, as much as, you know, people will be like, oh, you know, everyone's going to be doing this. Like, let's be honest, how many of you saw Summit doing this at the very start of the game? And this is actually one of my favorite positions that Serenity's in that's not often used at the bridge, because you get 360 cover, right? I don't like her being this committed to the rock, because you can't fall back without jumping. But there's this little plateau behind it that you get lovely cover on all sides. So she can kind of stay in this spot until forced to move, but she's committing to this side of the island, which could be an issue.
Yes, took the words out of my mouth. My only problem with it is when that circle comes in, if it goes at the complete opposite side of Millie, she has to pedal it. She has to get through the water. She has to swim quite literally for her life, because that will do, this far on in the game, these circles, they hit like a tank, and it's going to do so much damage. Moving across now to, who's this going to be? Moondie, still outside, but not far off the circle. He's moved his way over to Millie. We've got an M16, we've got a shotgun in hand. JP2, after taking down his teammate, now finally makes his way down. He does have a car. Pray to God that doesn't run out of petrol, because he still has a lot of ground to cover.
And you can see, if you look at all the players by the bridge, they're all just slowly kind of moving slightly further south. And there's the The Wookiee himself with the MK14.
Just quick note, Break still hasn't moved, by the way.
Yeah, he's still healing. He's got a lot of healing to do. And is this Oshi 7? Yeah. Oh, Lord above. Is this the fight with Ollie they were waiting on? I'm kind of curious if it is. No, that's a different player, but he's got high ground. But the problem is that it's very hard to traverse this area. Words are quite tricky. And a Car 98 is always dangerous because you're just peeking with your head. You're allowing those shots to happen. No! You know better than that, Oshi 7. You just got punished. And a lovely shot. You had one chance to hit it, and he did. The Car 98 just absolutely rips his head off.
Damn, son. That is disgusting. What a shot. Pings him right between the eyes. Oshi will fall up on the rocks. Now, the problem is, if he would have stayed there for a while, once the circle comes in, it's an absolute bugger to aim through because you've got this, the distillation in front of you, trying to get a headshot. So maybe, I know you mentioned, did he overcommit just a little bit too much? Well, yeah, because he got his face ripped off, fair play. But if he would have waited any longer, he then would have had a problem with the circle as well.
It's more just using, like, he had to take that fight 100% in my eyes. Oh, look at this battle about to go down. Vista's here. There's a lot of other players around here.
Everyone's saying
This is going to get fun. Here we go. You can see the fight coming. Full auto spray comes out. Maybe not the TSM member, you want to be seeing that. Tell a lie, you know he's pretty good. He's got the suppressor too, which is always nice. That might help him, because there's a lot of players in those buildings next. Another player's arrived. What is this party going on here?
Everyone's going down and dirty in the ditch. So Valilo's going to heal himself up as well. He's got coverage behind the tree, but Ollie is behind him. If Ollie opts to get off of the buggy that he's in and look down the hill, he's going to be in all sorts of problems. 1, 2, 3, 4 players in this small pocket. There's another player turning up as well. Everyone's driving around on the buggies and everyone's just getting stuck in because this circle is starting to converge. 20 seconds and that will be moving. He's still got eyes on the prize though. This is not going to move, and he's also not going to poke as well, which is fair play. We just exactly saw what happens when you poke and unfortunately don't land the shot.
So, as said, going back to that point in a moment, once we... I don't think this is going to commit to this too much until he has to, or he sees an opportunity. Point being, you've got third person, use the camera angle for a reason. What are you up to?
Questionable, unless he belted his tyres out, but he's still just a YOLO it like that is...
I have no cover. Allow me to present myself. Just, you know, that's a move. Yeah.
Take it.
Use me for what you want. Smack, though, being, I guess, tempted to this. There's nowhere more open.
He can do what one of the other players did previous, though. He can quite easily loot this. Well, I say easily. It's literally on a frigging runway. There's no cover whatsoever. But if he does loot it, he can fall back to the plane and then use it as bait. Bait that thing up, wait for somebody to walk over to it, bang, take him down. He's pre-smoking. I like this player. Get involved, get inside. He's bobbing, weaving left and right, just making sure that he zigzags all over. Let's see what he gets. Is it worth the time?
Let's have a little look if we can. We can probably see him picking up guns. Grozer, I think I just saw coming in. Syringe as well.
So the adrenaline syringe is nice.
He doesn't have much range, though, so he might have to put the M16 to be the range gun. He might have just swapped over his crosshair, to be fair. I wasn't certain if he did put the scope over. What has he got? So 4 times. That's fine, yeah. So he's going to try and balance himself out, and that's a really nice idea from Smack. Because this area does generally favor range. You don't get close quarters on this side. Again, though, Sequisha there taking the swim.
The best mustache I've ever seen.
It is pretty fabulous,
it's incredible.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I can imagine a lot of Dr. Disrespectful fans will disagree with that comment, but either way, mustaches on streamers are an amazing thing. Going to try and get himself across this wall. One player falls right in front of him, in fact, and I believe there's another person waiting for him, so as soon as he gets on, in fact, he's right next to him.
Problem is the double damage now coming through. Both these players are kind of in an awkward predicament. The double damage comes in and you can't heal. Not anymore. The update came through. You got to keep going, Squishy. You can't stop here. I don't know if Andy knows who's ahead of him either, so I'm not sure how this is going to unfold. You might be able to take one with you. You might just want to heal. Both players are now stuck in a horrible predicament.
I don't think Andy knows, unless he's just...
Andy doesn't. Squishy can just be the bringer of doom. He's going to probably die himself if he takes this fight.
No.
Andy has no idea. Oh no, maybe he's seen him. Get into the boat. Get into the boat and take the fight. Don't drive the boat. Go to the other seat and kill the man. He's done it. He can heal as well now. He dives back in the water like a madman, but he's got the swim on. And there it is. That is one way to not want to remember this game going down, as he just got completely ruined from the water.
Amazing, amazing work. I mean, he played it very, very passive. I was quite worried. In fact, just so you know as well, on the top, we've got JP2 moving into Chappie. These two guys are still outside the zone. Will he get in though on that car? I'm just keeping focused on that. We'll see if one of them does drop.
Chappie might need that car too.
That's probably why he wants to kill him.
Yeah, and this is the open fields towards the southern west side of the military island. A lot of small, smoother hills. There's very limited terrain to play in. Or a peak there. That's deadly against an 8 times, but lost aiming, living up to his name. Missing a couple of sitters and having to fall back to med up.
He will indeed. Get himself back to full health. Is he ever going to another peak? No, he's not. He's going to take the stims. Meanwhile, Molman's just going to stand his ground and let him take this peek. You peek out, bro. I've got your number covered. He's going to have damage as well on that helmet. Still looking. Both still peeking left and right. Shuffle, shuffle, bang, bang. Unfortunately, though, doesn't seal the deal. He's got about 10 HP left. Molman tanked up. Now, if this were me, for example, I'm not a great player, but that would have been a good opportunity to maybe move. You've done so much damage to him. You forced him, you know, they forced the rock. He's going to hide there. But
look,
now
it's
playing
fight. Chicken, all right? They're playing chicken because the blue's about to move in, and both of them are screws each other. But Lost Aiming has cover to move to the right. Sadly for the moment, he doesn't. But I'd say he's a better player in my eyes from experience. But Full Stim comes in, and here comes the game of chicken unfolding. Who will move first? Who's willing to take the fight? And it looks like Lost Aiming's, he's toying with it. He wants a bit of this. He's begging for the opponent to peek out and make the play, make it happen.
I really want to run.
They literally, both players sat there just doing this. Okay, smoke comes in. They may not use it. Lost Aiming is going to give him a chance to move as well at this point, but they both got to go. They're quite far out of the next circle as well. First smoke plumes, waiting on the second. Smack there. Managed to take down Cat, who's one of the early players to get to the military island. I think in the meantime, we actually did lose out on Break as well. He's been knocked down. I'm not sure who managed to kill him, but here it comes. The meds still come through. Lost Aiming is in a far greater position, it seems, with meds. And here comes the move from Moleman. He's going to start moving. Please get back to them. Please, I beg of you. Here it is. The single fire comes down. Nice work from him. And Moleman dies to the play zone. But that was Lost Aiming, essentially getting the kill. He did enough damage. That means he now needs to run.
Kapowski takes down Mexican. Ollie takes out Panda. And then Stylish Noob comes in, takes out Solid FPS. Smack dies outside the play zone. We're now into our top 25. Kirby Lambert also on the play zone.
He's got to move.
The damage is insane.
All right, play zone is killing the hell out of people. People are too scared to move. They're taking bad fights. We're down to 23 players now. This is good positioning from Sequisha, but oh my word, there's a player in that house.
Hello.
They have to commit to the blue if they want to get out of it. He's going to see them. He doesn't need this fight, but he wants it. A man with a mustache that incredible wants these fights. He's a brave man. He's going to spot the back. He can take this for free. He knows it as well. He's just going to take his time on the peak, spots him out, sees him medding. Why you deliver these shots? Please stop jumping. You don't need to. Why are you like this? Sequisha, please.
Back off, man. Back off a little bit. Give yourself some more room. That's now allowed that player just to belt on out. I'll tell you what, if this comes back to haunting, this is going to be brutal. No, it doesn't.
Thank Christ for that. All right, so you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The good thing about getting that kill is his position perpendicular to the next circle. He's at the bottom end of it, so it's going to move slowly. That obviously, when you see the gap on the circle, you're at the slow end, you're at the fast end, you can outrun some of these circles. For instance, on the far side, you won't be able to do it. But on this backside where he is, it's going to be fine. Meanwhile, Evermore's chilling. I mean, why not? Is he stuck?
That would be quite funny.
No, he's still medding.
But is he stuck in there?
That's a question. Is he going to die? Is he going to grenade the floor and end his own life?
Evermore. You're a
Rip.
funny human being.
I think that's Rip. Oh, but look at all the players dying, though. Here's takes out Viz.
If he just stays alive, he is earning points by being in this position. All right, we'll leave him to just slowly fade away. But at the top of the hill, it's Ninja being the king of this one. Players left, right, and center. He's got himself a bit of cover, but he's going to hear the players starting to move in. He's going to know they're going to be close by. He's got the Scar with him. He's got the UMP flashbang. He's well geared. Drassel finding Daz there. There's the bigger team starting to come into the action. 12 players remain.
K98 as well in play, so he needs to be extremely careful. He knows one player is around the corner. He's just trying to get the peek to see if he can catch any glimpse of them. I'm pretty sure he knows exactly where they are. We do have a couple of grosses in play as well as they move around the players, unless they have died that we didn't actually catch down in the kill feed. But just look at that circle. Everyone's starting to move around. Another player's moving in with the car down at the bottom edge. That's going to be NPR taking out Drassel. Unreal takes out NPR as well. Now we're into the top 10. That's on an explosion as well. So he blew up the car. Unreal gets a double, takes out Chappie as well. 2 in a row, top 9.
Yeah, this is getting interesting now. We're going to see the running coming out from Ollie. This is a better game from him, better positioning as well. The Dacia still in play, and the burning cars provide a bit of cover here as well. This is Yunroot playing it through. Times 8 available. He's well saved. Why does he still have an SK-12 with the 4 times on it? What are you doing? How is this guy still in this one? We've gone for the booty shot, apparently. Not sure if that's one. Evermore finally dies, but he does manage to finish top 10. That's mad. All right. Let's see. Safety of the circle here for Yoon. He can loot for a little bit. He's got himself a Car 98, a brilliant upgrade, but it's in the north. This is the action. Let's sit on board with Sequisha. I gave him a little bit of grief before. Maybe he's going to prove me wrong. Maybe he can be a game changer. You can see how scared they are to move away from this edge of the circle, and this could be all over for one player in the open. Oh my word, here it is. This should be an easy kill at times. Car 98, is that the gun you're using? Maybe go back to something with a little bit more to it, but it's a suppressor. It's buying him time, but now you can see the vision turns, and Sequisha is in trouble.
Yeah, he should have definitely had his other weapon out, ready to rock and roll. You've got it, I believe that's an M4, and I think he's got a stock on it as well. You should be using that, my man. Just shoot him down and just rip him a new one. Still 8 players alive. Here's at top of the hill. Sees one in front of him. You got Ninja as well. Still just chilling inside that little shed, hoping someone makes an advancement upwards to him. But look at that circle.
Wait, who is Hayes right next to? There's a player literally beside him who might just get a drop on him here. Level 1 helmet could be the death of Hayes at this point. Somehow, look on the minimap. You can see it right near each other. Oh, it's Ollie against Hayes.
No.
Oh, and the pan soaks up so much of the damage. You heard those pings coming through.
Here comes the aggression, though.
Has to go for the revive. Well, the heal, and he knows it. Ollie's going to try and punish this. Keep him guessing, keep him on his toes. Ollie, why is that pan going? The Groza comes in. Ollie takes down Hayes, but he has to run. And Ollie gets taken down in the meantime. I'm pretty sure he just got found. Ninja's still the king of the hill. He's still on the top here. And this is about to get messy.
Will he find the player though? He's got one right in front of him and he's lying. Yes, he does. Ninja takes him down. This is Ninja's time. Sequisha finally comes in with a headshot with the cat. Ninja takes down another one as well. That's one. 4 more players remaining. Look at them on his screen though. They are so weak. He knows where this player is.
Ninja surely is going to win this. He's got such a good drop. They're both in another fight with each other. There's the bushworking. What? Ninja, you potato hit the shot. He lands it eventually. Nerves coming in, but does he know about Sequisha? No, the drop's there. Ninja now in trouble. He's in the fight that he just killed the guy in. Sequisha on the side. Nades galore. They're about to exchange on this one. One to the left, one to the right. Sequisha, don't you hold on to that too long. It forces Ninja out, but not too far. Not far enough, and Sequisha is going to make the move. HP is dwindling for Ninja. He knows it. He's playing the third person. Oh, Sequisha! What a play! He's got himself into the top 2 here. That is what you want to see. Aggression, smart play, and using everything you have.
But the bigger question is, will the other player that's heard all this going down understand that these players are now weak? There's only one left. It's a one-on-one scenario. We're looking through. I'm hearing the bullets. I'm hearing pings. He knows exactly where he is. Sequisha's, unfortunately, between a rock and a hard place, needs to get these Red Bulls off urgently, which is exactly what he's doing. Yunru knows exactly where this player is. He's tagged him up so much, and he does, of course, have the height advantage.
20 seconds.
But he's still got this 8 times. He's still got this Car 98. If he can find the target, he wins this game.
The tree in front will allow him 1 step. If you shoots too soon, Sequisha's going to have a chance, but it's going to be limited. He needs to make his move right about now. 10 seconds remains. The 1v1 begins. Sequisha works his way up on the first. He seems hesitant on this area, which is not a bad idea. He's running around the circle. He's going to be the second to the fight here. He's got decent armor still on him. He's still okay on this. He's flanking him. He has no idea.
He has no idea.
Oh my God, Sequisha, this could be incredible. He's got the drop, but does he have the shot? The first tag comes in, the second, but no more. Sequisha on the reload, but the fight's going to happen. He has no cover here either. He has to land it.
Sequisha!
He lost out! He lost out!
How?
The whiff is real.
Yunru comes in with the final kill, solidifies himself, and takes game number 3. Yunru just nailed him. This is insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to appreciate the absolute potato that came from Sequisha at the end of that game. He had it all. He had the drop on him. He had everything, and you just saw the panic. And to be fair to the guy, he did take down Ninja, who's always one of those higher rated games, and those players, excuse me, but still, Yunru played it well, even though he came back in after not having an advantage. Okay, let's watch this back. Okay, Sequisha has no idea really what's going on right now. This is the full fight. He only had the head. It was down to a low amount of HP, but still, you could have taken your time. He could have repositioned to 100% kill percentage. He took that shot and was like, oh God, now I'm in a fight, right? It's that panic, but Yunru kept his cool. He kept calm, he turned it, he even got the first hit, readjusted slightly, used the high ground, used the advantage, and nailed and delivered the shot. So credit where it's due, saying calm under pressure clearly works out.
Oh my word. And I believe with those final scores, Evermore, by staying alive at the end, keeping himself healed down the hill to make it into the top 8, has won the game. He's won it by healing himself on the side of the rocks. Evermore is your grand champion of our first solos event here at the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Gamescom Invitational. Congratulations to that man. That's insane.
I don't know what to say. All right.
If he wouldn't have kept himself alive and just gave in, he would have lost it. That's very smart play, staying alive. So that man is going to walk away with $15,000. GG.
Credit, at least in my eyes, is where it's due, is to Break and Hayes. They provided great deals of entertainment for me. Hollywood was consistently there. Certainly, Sequisha had a great game in the last matchup. Obviously, a little awkward at the very end, but he certainly pulled his weight, getting some kills on the board. Ollie, a lot of kills, sadly for him. Not a lot of higher tier finishes. I think that's where it kind of let him down on that one. But for me, Break played the game that I like to see. So did Hayes. So did Scoom, so did Shaka. All these guys, there's certain players, the way they played stands out to me that I really enjoy. I think Evermore, you can't take it away from the guy. He got that first place. It doesn't matter how you do it. You may not like it, you may not appreciate it, but he made it happen. So at the end of the day, unorthodox or not, he is the one to walk away in that first spot for today.
So 2 players from the same team. Evermore and Yuru for Entro will come out. Take 2 victories out of 3. Now the bigger question is, what's more worrying? 1, does this set a bit of a tone moving into the squads? 2,
you can't do it in squads.
Players, the question is, are those 2 teammates when we look at duos? That's interesting.
Look, I love a good quirky play. All right, yeah. I will give you that. Look, I don't like the people who call themselves bubbly or quirky. No one likes those people, but I'll give you in solos it can work. You cannot do the same with 4 players. There are similar cheesy ways to play it out, but you can't do the cheese to win. All right, I'll give him a lot of credit in the way he played, going to the the spawn island, coming back in. It's a very, very viable aspect of the game. For me, I don't like to see that in anything more. Like, what are you going to do? Put 4 players with that many meds into the cliffs like that and try and stay alive? It doesn't work. Not enough loot to go around. So again, won't apply into the higher tier games, at least in the squads when it goes up to that many players. But overall, I have to say today has been outstanding.
It has. It's been chaos. It's been madness. It's been intense. There has been some questionable players, but there's also been some absolute phenomenal players. We think back to Cake with that M24. You get one shot, you give him a chance, the man nails it every single time. 3 bullets, 3 headshots in a row. And just generally, the players that we've seen today, you saw initially Break just coming out, setting the standard, getting the kills, but also showing that, fair enough, even though you're getting the kills, in solos, doesn't really matter. It's all about the W. It's all about where you finish at the end when that game goes off. Now, I believe we are getting an interview ready with the winners.
Looks like a good top 3 there.
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and it looks like a good top 3 indeed. But it was a good top 5, 6, 7. Yeah. There was some solid players up there. So,
as much as people like to say, oh, the game's RNG based, well, we've seen a consistently good top 10.
Yes.
That's the thing for me. It's been a consistent good top 10, and I think that can only get better in the first person, the duos, and the squads down the line.
This is incredible. This is incredible. I'm sure Break subs and are just going wild in the chat, throwing a ball. Honestly, he does have some of the best emotes on Twitch. They're absolutely incredible. But I mean, congratulations to every single person that has played today. And that's only day 1. That's only day 1. We've still got 3 more days of non-stop, heart-thumping action all week long. Remember, just to remind ourselves again at home, tomorrow we move into duos. After that, day 3, we move into duos first person. That's gonna be
my jam.
Intense. Make sure you're tuning in for that one, and then on Saturday we crown our winners. We crown our major champions of the squads as all these teams, they go head-to-head, 4-person teams. And this is where you start to get the team, the real strategies, and more of the different things will begin to unfold. We're going to see storylines progressing throughout the week, but for now, guys, I'm going to throw it down to the floor. Cameron is with your winners. Gentlemen, take it away.
That is going to be the Global Business Director of Bluehole, Mr. Cho. This is the 3rd place prize given to Liquid Haze. Very interesting victory because you didn't actually get any top 1 finish, but a consistent-ish finish is what gave you this position. Okay, yes, now we do have the 2nd place as well. This one goes to our favorite on the desk, TSM Break. Again, handed by Mr. Cho. And then, of course, our illustrious winner who gets the gold pan, it is gonna be Evermore. Who I'm gonna have another winner's interview at the end as well. Oh, show off the prizes, yes. Very nice trophies, big fan. No, yeah, but before we end the day right now, I'm gonna have another winner's interview with Mr. Evermore. Thank you guys, congratulations, congratulations all. So, yeah. Once again, helping with translate, it's Poopy Queen. But Mr. Evermore, congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
되게 얼떨떨해요.
It doesn't feel real.
So, as we saw in the very first game, you went to the spawn island. The second game, not so much. But then on game 3, you went back there, even when we saw the circle go to the very southern point of the map. I was thinking, surely he's not gonna live this out. But you ended up being able to take the boat all the way around to the left side of the military island. And even though you got stuck, survived long enough to gain enough points in the end to actually come out with first place. Did you, knowing that you got the first place finish on game number 2, how did that affect these decisions that you made in this game?
그렇게 해서 잘 된 거잖아요. 그래서 세 번째 매치는 왜 그런 의사결정을 내리셨어요?
아무래도 이게 둥수 점수제다 보니까 최대한 버티는 식으로 했는데 그게 마지막 판에 잘 먹혔던 것 같아요. 네.
So this tournament has a point-based system. So I was being strategic, trying to be really defensive as much as possible, and I think that worked again in the third match.
Knowing that you were neck and neck with Break after the second game, did you notice when he died, and did that lift a lot of weight off your shoulder?
그러고 나서 이제 좀 배가 죽었으니까 괜찮겠다는 생각이 들었어요.
네, 안도의 한숨을 쉬었어요.
Yes, I was actually quite relieved that he died.
All right, so that is going to be finishing up here right now for today. For the very end, I'm going to toss it back to the desk with Pansy and Sims while they close us up for the evening.
Thank you very much indeed. Yes, so we're going to be closing out the day. Congratulations to the winners. And as you mentioned, very solid top 5. And
Yeah.
a lot, even though you mentioned it, people whinge about RNG. All right, there is.
We love a good win, Jerry.
There's a level of luck involved, but still a lot of constant wins, a lot of constant top 10s.
Look, there's always a way that you can minimize the RNG. You can play a certain way that gives you those chances, those opportunities to get yourself to a better spot. We saw it there with a lot of players. We saw it in various aspects. You put in a point system, someone's going to use it correctly, and they did. All right, so it is always, let's bear in mind, this is the first official tournament like this, right? So as much as people be like, it's not ready, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, it's very easy to get the Reddit karma right now. For me, it's a great time to see how it unfolds, see what works, see what, you know, what suits this game and this infrastructure. It's still early. For me, the one thing is, though, I look back to the first game we had, it was, Hayes up against Break. That 1v1 to me, that's what it's about. And I got to say, thoroughly enjoyed today. I think the players as well got a real taste of what this could be as well. And once it gets down the line for me, I think this is only going to get better and better. And we've already had a really nice awkward interview. So we're up there on the esports front.
It's already there.
It's there.
We're going to be on the
We've
front
seen
page.
those weird handshakes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
the dodgy handshakes are always why not? Everyone needs a dodgy handshake and one that's not really taken responsibly enough. But just to kind of touch on what you mentioned at the start, the one-on-one between Hayes and Break, it kind of just set the standard and also showed you what can happen when one person is playing the circle. They have control. They're waiting for their opponent to move to them. And then all of a sudden, circle goes,
not for you.
Not today, my friend. And all of a sudden, it just bounces onto the player. Then it goes into Break's corner, and he can say, okay, I'm waiting for you now. And this is something that players are going to have to learn, right? How do you You've just got to think on your feet and
that?
deal with every single situation that's thrown at you.
Look, that's the nature of PUBG, right? And I think this is only a taste of things to come. Today has been great. It's been a brilliant foray into what could be happening in PUBG. And of course, we'll be doing this again tomorrow. Same thing, almost. A couple of changes, of course. Duos now becoming a bit of a factor.
Yep.
So that's what's going to be on the horizon. It starts at the same time. So people, I guess, want to just catch the stream, hit the follow button down below, or just have a look on the social media channels, or just tune in at the right time. So again, if this is anything to go by, I'm pretty sure the rest of this week is going to be pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's going to be insane. Thank you so much, guys, obviously bearing with us. This is an enormous setup and an incredible production. All the team in the back are working their damn well hardest.
Good
Obviously,
job,
we
boys.
have to get the service set up. We have to do all the observing and stuff. We'll get back on the feedback tonight. We'll take a look at everything. Any feedback from me and Pansy, anything like that, throw it our way. We want to hear your feedback. We want to give you the best show possible. This week is going to be amazing. Tomorrow, as she said, we're going to duos. Do not miss it. We'll see you all then. Take care.